You got your mum pad ready?
Mum pad's ready.
I can't believe you do this.
There's about 200 notes on this. I don't know where we start. Maybe with the intro.
Shall I intro it?
Yeah?
Hello and welcome back to the Now You Tell Me pod, episode 1.
Yeah, welcome back to this first episode. Because this is a place, right, where we discover things you should have known earlier. The unwritten rules of life.
This is where I talk now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you can give an example, I guess, of what something you should have done.
Oh, I got one. Like knocking on the bathroom door before you're walking on someone in the bath.
Do you mean my mum?
Yes. I feel like we should save that story for another time because
Jack walked in and my mum in the bathroom was naked and he saw everything.
I saw a big old baps.
You don't...
I did.
Don't call them big and old.
I'm not saying old, I mean like old.
Oh, you
big
just keep-
old baps.
The Morrison's bakery section.
Hang on, I like the Morrison's bakery section.
Well, this is just getting weirder. You just said you love my mum's big old baps. So that's just setting the theme. The podcast is nothing to do with baps. But I'm Joe Tasker.
And I'm Jack Biggs.
Let's get into whatever this is.
I wasn't looking at the camera, I was looking at you the whole time, is that right?
Look, whatever. I don't really know. We both really don't know what we're doing.
I like looking at you, so I'll just look at you. It makes me feel confident, all right? That's a bit weird, sorry.
It's like some weird, strange skin advert. Welcome.
We've decided to do this podcast.
Why?
I don't know why we did, but we decided last year that we're going to do it.
Yeah.
And we've only just got around to recording it because there's been a few mishaps with the lighting.
We're in our house, guys.
We're in our own little home studio.
We have set up our own studio in a room that we never use. What was this room?
It was the games room
It was the games room.
that we never played games
We've
in.
never played one game in here.
But it looked nice. It was a nice zen. You had the doors open. You walked in and it felt nice.
We basically wanted to look like we have a show home for
Yeah.
a room we never use. Although we did have is he 2, Zach?
Zach?
Yeah.
Oh, he's 18 months.
Is 80? Why? Well, my child's 86 months. This was a playroom for him.
Yes, it was. And do you know what? It was a really good playroom.
It worked.
We moved all the cameras.
His dad laughed at saying that we have a playroom. Good luck keeping him in there. Well, he was in here.
He actually liked it. And one other thing that we have kept in this room, other than keeping it as a studio, is Joe's piano.
It's a digital keyboard.
Yeah. But you got your long fingers and you're playing out with them, haven't you? There we go.
Oh, I love my long fingers. Is that why you fell in love with me? Because of my alien fingers?
I saw those in the dance video and I was like, he's one for me.
So another thing we're going to get into is, guys, what's happening here? What is this podcast? Well, like Jack very well said in the intro, we're here to discover the unwritten rules
I didn't say that. You said that.
Did I?
Yeah. I didn't say any of that. I gave an example. I didn't say that, though.
Like one of the hosts said earlier on this podcast, we're here to discover the unwritten rules of life, things we all should have known earlier. And then the other host gave you an example, which we'll probably talk about in an episode in the future, about my mum being naked in the bath and you walking in.
We are going to save that for another episode because I feel like that is a good
yeah.
story.
Call us your agony uncles, if that's a thing.
Or agony guncles. No.
We are meant to be funkles.
Funkles.
Everyone in 2025 is starting the year with babies. We're starting the year with a podcast.
And a joint account.
And a joint account.
We wanted to up the commitment because we saw everyone else having this new commitment of having
We're not
babies.
having kids. We're not getting married. Well, never say never.
Never say never
That's what
because
we've
we
got to for that.
could get married.
Yeah, that's what that is. We thought, well, how else can we commit? Joint account, all
Yeah.
the bills split. Whoa, we're fun.
We are so fun.
With your fun boyfriend. She's just an ordinary girl.
I think you should stop singing now.
Sorry. Well, we've ticked off a few points so far.
I feel like this is going really well.
Hang on a second.
Oh, no.
Now, please, can we leave them in?
I don't want to be leaving... when it comes to my edit, I'll leave yours in, but take mine out.
So we're going to alternate edit in these podcasts.
Yes. I think Joe's going to be editing this one, and
The next one, the one after that, the one after that, and the one after that.
you better keep your farts in then.
Hold on a second.
Joe's got a problem recently where he's constantly popping off.
Guys, this is not, I'm sorry to disappoint you, unfollow now if you've surprisingly already followed. This is not a relationship podcast.
But we probably will talk about our relationship. That's literally what we are. We're a couple. We're boyfriends.
Are we?
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you've been for the past 5 years, but 6 years this year.
That is crazy. That doesn't feel like that. It feels like 40 years.
I feel like I've been with you my entire life. I can't remember life before you.
That's a nice thing to say, isn't
Is
it?
it?
It's probably the nicest thing you ever said.
Okay.
I can't remember life before you because I think I've got like memory problems.
You've got memory problems for the beginning of this episode, let alone...
I know, I don't know what I've already said to tick them off on my mum pad.
I think you need to put your mum pad away. Oh, you can keep it out. It's quite
If we've
cool,
bravely
actually.
put this on YouTube already, hello if you're watching. Well, I can't hide it really. I can put it there. Oh, that looks more professional.
Yeah, let me move, Jelly.
It's a jelly cat. Well, we're using this episode basically. This is not our first, because believe it or not, we do have a structure. This is not our first proper structured ep. This is just to tell you what the podcast is about, which you've definitely not done well, and just get to know each other.
And get used to it.
Yeah, this is more for us having a practice. So if you're hearing this, we've actually put it out. We did do a sound test.
Which was good.
I say sound test in quotes because it was maybe like 10 seconds, see if the mics are on. And we talked for like 30 minutes.
We just carried on talking.
But that is an episode.
I feel like we will drop that episode at one point because I said some things that... Big's words. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yes, Jack Biggs words. You do have your own dictionary of words. So I thought, well, let's start a podcast.
Yeah. And we're going to try and capture my...
What?
What? Trying to catch my... Catch me on camera.
We should have called this podcast Dead Air. You know, you have dead air and you're meant to fill in the silence.
That's quite a good name. Why don't we do that for?
That is good.
Let's rebrand.
Well, we did.
Hello and welcome back to Dead Air. Oh, no, another ring to it.
We could go through the names that we were going to call this podcast. Maybe we should save that for another ep because there's some interesting ones. But now you're telling me is brilliant because we want this podcast to be all about you listening. And we really hope we do get listeners and viewers because that's what can fuel it. You are our diesel to fuel the podcast. You need to send in your dilemmas. You need to send in your...
Queries and qualms.
You can tell I've been on thesaurus.com. You can send them to us at Now You Tell Me Pod, which is on
Instagram, TikTok, and, well, I think YouTube.
We are.
Oh, we are.
Use the gram, yeah? Are we so old?
Don't say gram ever again.
Okay. DM us anything. What could it be, Jack? What can they send us in? Please don't send in every time you've walked in on someone on the bath.
You can send us in anything. You could have holiday dilemmas. You could have relationship dilemmas, even though we're not a relationship podcast. You can tell us some fun stories. Confessions. Confess to us.
Oh, we love a confession. And we can keep you anonymous.
Anonymous, yeah. Make sure you put that on there because if not, we will say your name.
Well, just don't put your name on it.
Yeah, just don't put your name on it.
That will be anonymous. And we can share our own... I mean, we do have a lot of stories because every day we seem to live in a simulation where weird things just happen around us and to us all the time. It's like we're in a...
What's a simulation?
Like not... Have you haven't seen The Matrix, have you?
No.
Like not real, like we're in a game, like NPCs.
Like when you're playing the F1 arcades, that's a simulation.
No, that's... that's when you're sat in a chair driving a car.
Yeah, simulation.
Oh, it is a sim, isn't it?
Have you researched this right?
Yes, it's like we're in a sitcom where things just keep happening. The other week I saw a lady walk a cat.
That's fun.
She was walking a cat on a lead.
I would say that is quite normal.
What? To walk a cat?
We've seen a few people walk a cat, but you've found... No, tell your story a bit better because they weren't just walking the cat.
Well, what else were they doing with
They had
it?
the cat in the tree.
Oh,
That's the story you need to be telling.
our dog called Otis was going a bit crazy. I thought, why is he going crazy over this little tiny dog? I got closer. 2 girls were walking a cat on a tiny lead, but they were walking, the cat wasn't because it was a cat.
Yeah.
I know people do walk cats, I guess. I voice noted you and said, I swear I've just seen 2 people walking a cat. I went around again in the park, and then next thing you know, she's got the cat up a tree, going, come on, Whiskers, walkie. She shoved the cat up a tree.
She's really trying to give it its... Do you think it's an indoor cat? So she really wants to give
Well,
it
it wasn't a walk on a lead cat. So something we definitely didn't know before was you can walk cats and safely put them up trees. Now you tell me. That could be the slogan.
Yeah, I think we'll get there
It's
eventually.
either going to be Now You Tell Me or this is not a relationship podcast.
I don't think we're having any guests on this podcast. Who's coming on this?
The cat from the tree.
I would love to see that.
Meow, 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 meow.
We could get George's cat in. The big fat one. Buzz.
So your sister's cat, which is definitely a house cat, which isn't allowed outside, is going to come all the way here on a podcast.
It goes to the vets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So they have been outside. Yeah. I find cats that aren't allowed outside very strange because they don't know what's out there.
I like cats, but they're unpredictable.
So as you can tell, we haven't structured this podcast episode.
Yeah, I don't think we should talk about cats.
Cats, mums in baths. Right. So what else is going to happen in this podcast? Well, we want to hear from you so we can solve your problems in the most terrible way possible. You will hear from us, but who else might they hear from, Jack? Which this may or may not happen depending how far we get.
Who?
Our mums.
Our mums, yeah. Our mums might feature on the podcast because I'm from the south, you're from the north. Our parents are very different. Our mums are very different. Actually, they're quite chatty, actually,
Well,
together.
I'm going to say, when you get them together, they don't shut up.
Yeah. So we want to get them to send in some voice notes because they're also going to give you their take on your story sometimes.
Yes.
If we can't give you the advice, we're going mum versus... No.
What, they're going to have a fight, mum versus mum?
No.
Come here, Claire. I've got your coffee.
I would love to see that.
I've heard you love a bath. Were they covered up? Because she likes bubble bath.
I saw everything.
All right.
When I say everything,
All right, okay,
it was
we'll save
everything.
that.
We're going to have to teach our mums how to use the
yeah.
voice notes because my mum has no idea how to work WhatsApp. I don't think
Yeah.
she's even got WhatsApp.
My mum calls it what's up.
What's up?
So you'll see how well that goes.
And I want to bring in Big's word of the week.
I know you do. You've been forcing it down everyone's ears.
Because I say, I've got a long dictionary of... I've got a long dictionary of words that I could
I'm
write a
glad
book
you
about.
filled the gap in.
And
We've actually got an actual list. It's on the mum pad, if I could refer to the mum pad.
yeah.
Shall I refer to the mum pad, everyone?
Yeah. Give them one. Let's just but we don't want to make it a thing yet. You got to see if you like it because things
Oh,
might
now
just
you're trying
happen.
to naturally place in your own feature. I want a feature.
Hello and welcome back to Big's Word of the Week. Yay! Here we are. I finally got the feature I wanted.
Big's list.
Here we go.
Last time it loaded, it was October.
Oh, I haven't added anything in a while then.
So it started with the ice cream called Magnum. You pronounce it.
Magnum.
Oh, well, now you do. It used to be Magman.
Oh, Magnum.
That was the first one.
Oh, that was a while. That was like years ago.
All the way down the list is if you're... I don't know if this is very funny. If you're getting up in the morning and you're ready to get to it, you are going to get... Open.
You get up at Adam.
Yeah, this morning I got up and at 'em.
Get up I can't
So that's
speak.
Big's word of the week. Why are we doing a podcast?
I have no idea, but I'm actually enjoying
Sorry,
it.
that was a natural one.
Oh.
I am not a laughing stot. Somewhat shocked you. You went, that's knocked me for sick.
Yeah, that's a
That's
good
a
one.
classic.
Yeah.
Not sound too unimpressed.
Because I know it's me. It's how I
That's
speak.
a good one. We've talked through these so many times over the years.
This isn't bullying, by the way. Just want to put that out there. This, I'm allowing
Thank God you
this.
said that. Clutching at straws. What does
Oh,
that mean?
that's a good one. Clutching at straws is when you're... Is it holding in a poo? No, that's a turtle head.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, that is Big's word of the week. And then maybe we could insert a jingle.
Yeah. Just see what you guys think. Let us know your feedback
No, don't
first.
ask them. It'll be gone. Oh,
I'll scrap it. But there will be, like, as we grow the podcast, because we are...
hopefully it grows.
Yeah, as we...
We'll give it a good go and we'll see what happens over the year, eh? How about that?
We're giving it a year.
We can't say no. We're recording it in our own house.
Yeah.
And for some reason you were late.
I was late.
Yes.
I was having a toilet.
Were you clutching at straws?
No, I was not.
What is that actually saying? What does that mean? Someone who's trying to improve a difficult situation, they are clutching at straws.
See? Told you it was something.
That's another great name for a podcast.
Clutching at the straws. That's a good name. Should we change it?
We can't. I've already done all the accounts.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Now you tell me. We could talk about, because we film a lot of content online, we could talk about a bit behind the scenes, a bit of BTS. I could talk about some live TV BTS, if you're interested in a bit of that. And go on.
Some really fun stories that we've never shared online before.
Oh, like what? Ooh. This could be the teaser clip. And we could share live fun stories like...
We ain't got any.
We really should get to know each other, you know. I mean, we know each other. But what if they don't know us?
I know. We don't.
Quickfire questions, go.
How long have we been together since I taught you how to dance?
Well, it's not a trivial question. Let's have some easier ones.
5, 4.
5, that's right. Yeah, 5 years.
Actually,
Jack,
6.
what is your favourite ever film?
Spider-Man or The Hunger Games.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they're good ones. How do we meet?
We met because you were doing a series on YouTube called Teaching YouTubers How to Dance. And I tweeted back like, yeah, teach me how to hip hop and breakdance, yeah, because I thought it had to be cool. And then that's when our eyes met across the room. That video is on your channel.
And it's still there.
And since we did the old coming out video a few years back, people have gone back to watch that
They
video.
have. I've seen comments.
And Jack and Joe had no idea.
That is crazy.
We didn't because 5 months after that's probably when we started talking.
Yeah, it took us a while. We were a bit of slow burners. Go on, get your next question in.
You there, boy. What What prescription are those glasses?
I'm long-sighted.
I'm not laughing at that. Does long-sighted mean that you can see things up close?
I don't know. I actually have no
How do
idea.
you not know?
All I know is something comes closer to me. Something further
If your glasses
away.
are off.
So that jelly cat over there, I've got many jelly cats, are over there. It's now a lot closer. So
And
my
that
eyes.
means long-sighted.
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
You can't see things far away.
Yeah.
I thought that would mean you're short-sighted. Well, I've got a special thing in my eye, so, we're both in the eye.
Problems.
You say my eye's a problem.
No, both eyes.
That's another thing you're going to get on this podcast, guys. You are going to get tension.
Drama.
And love.
There will be a lot of love on this.
No, that's one thing you're not
podcast.
going to get, no.
No, they'll get nice comments when we compliment each other just randomly.
Well, that's
Love.
nice. So this is a teaser.
Have you given up on the quick questions, have you?
I can't think of any for you.
You're not good at this, are you?
Get rid of that hair there.
Where?
Oh, this is always with us. We spend 95% of our life together.
I know. We work together, we sleep together. We don't get a break from each
You
other.
just say we sleep together.
Sleep together. Like, you sleep together, you're like... you just lay together.
So there we go. This has been some form of teaser. Hopefully we've teased you.
Enough to stay.
Yeah, well, actually, this is episode 1, but we'll call this episode 0.5. Episode 1.
I like that. I didn't know 0.5 would be an episode name. Or the pilot.
The pilot.
Yeah.
Probably the 9th attempt for us. Episode 1 is now out, so feel free to listen to that right after this.
That's a good way of moving on, isn't it?
That's exciting, isn't it? Yeah. That's a good way of transitioning from one bit to another. Look at that segue. Very nice.
It's good. Is this a good episode? Or do you think people would have switched off?
I think they're already listening to the fellas and many other podcasts. You've got your feature. What could I have? Maybe I could have Tasker's tale of the week, and something's happened up in the north, and I must tell everyone about it.
That's cool. I'm not sure if people will be interested.
Yeah, they will. Like, did you know, as you pass up the A1, the services on the A-bound to section 2.0, the toilets are out of order. Eh?
See, I wouldn't even know where that is. So
We could do travel updates.
we're not doing that. We could do, for our next episode,
Pork
episode
pies,
1,
sausage rolls,
picky teas.
picky teas.
That's a good one. We should do a relationship test for the first
No,
episode.
we're not a relationship. Rule number 2, we're not a relationship podcast.
I know, but a relationship test on us two would be good because I feel like you would know. It's because you know.
We've done no eating, and it's not a relationship podcast, and we've talked about picky teas and a relationship test.
No, but you will definitely fail it. So I think, actually, we should put you to the test of our relationship. Oh, not that again.
No.
You're thinking about it, aren't you?
No,
You're like,
I'm not.
"Oh,
I'm not actually. I'm trying to think of something that happened, which was there's a lady. Believe it or not, we do go to the gym. There's a lady in the gym that comes in every so often, and it's too late to tell her, but she thinks we're brothers.
And we're in a band.
And we're in a band.
Yeah, and we're in a band.
She thinks we're brothers, and that we're in a band. It's too late to tell her now because So what happened was everyone.
Yeah, you tell us because I don't remember this. At
Well,
first.
everyone in the gym, everyone knows everyone in a way where you go, oh, you're all right.
Yeah.
Because everyone sees each other a lot. You don't really, there's no opportunity to really go up to anyone to randomly have a chat because everyone's just cracking on. And we are so lucky to have one of the quietest gyms. I don't know if it's because the time we go with the nicest people.
Yeah, they are good.
And I don't know if people think we're together or not. The
They probably just-
PTs know because the PTs watch our vids.
Yeah, I reckon we don't have a PT. I just want to clarify that.
We don't. We don't.
I'm the PT. Yeah, I don't think anyone else knows. I think people just think we're lads. But we do always.
We are lads.
If people are on those treadmills, they'll be looking at us getting out the car together, so they might think we're somewhat doing something together.
We haven't packed up for half an hour before we've got in the gym. Anyway, she came up to us and she went, "Oh, hello there."
She's a very chatty lady. What are you laughing at?
Like I said, "Hello there," and she said, "Hello." She went, "Where's your friend?" I went, "Oh, he's not my friend." You know, being honest, I haven't quite got to the stage after this long of saying he's my boyfriend. I went, "Oh, he's not my friend." She went, "Oh," and I was like, "All right, well, she gets it. That's fine then." So you're brothers.
Brilliant.
But before I could say, she actually went, and you're in a band, are you? And laughed. I'm thinking, yeah, we're in a band.
And now she believes it.
And she was like being serious. And she was like, yeah, I can see that. And then I just walked off and I just came to tell you, I was the lady over there. She thinks we're brothers and in a band.
And then every time since then, when we've seen her, she's like, where's your brother? She'll have a shock when she finds out we're lovers or boyfriends.
Another podcast name. We're not brothers, we're lovers.
Oh, I like it. Got a bit of a ring to it.
Oh.
Now you tell me.
That's the catchphrase we're trying to work.
We're trying to put it in. Well, Joe's trying to force it in. I don't know about me.
Forcing it just naturally happens, you know what I mean? Oh, my socks come undone. Now you tell me.
What you actually said your sock undone then. That's a good example. If someone mistakes your relationship as a brother or sibling.
What should you do?
Yeah, what should you do? That's a good... Let's give a bit of advice now.
I'm asking you to, yeah, but we need to give ourselves advice. What should we do? It's been like months. She goes, oh, where's your brother? Oh, he's here. Right in front of me working out. She's like, oh, yeah, there, hello. Any new songs? No, not yet. Quiet at the moment.
Never even written
I was in your
one.
studio going, oh, yeah, it's fine. You know, just getting a producer, mixing some track. How far is it going to go?
I think
we should perform to her. I'll bring the triangle.
I'll bring the guitar.
And
I am
we'll just
learning.
perform in the gym next to the bench when she's chest pressing 90.
She's a beast in the gym, isn't she?
She's like 70.
She is, but she does
What's
everything.
her name? Oh, no.
Helen?
I feel like it's in the category of like Helen, Betty, Margaret kind of old Coronation Street, something like that.
I don't know, but I think we're a bit too late into that now, so I feel like we can't go back. But if it happens again with someone else...
I like the storyline.
I like the storyline,
Brothers in a band.
Yeah.
Not quite taking off, but we're getting there. A little bit like this podcast.
I think if you're not going to become friends with them outside of the gym or outside of the world that you're in...
Can't imagine inviting them around for dinner.
I would probably... if it was me, just have fun. Carry on the topic. Carry on the story. You can live your alter ego.
No, I would say could it shock you and get into a lot of trouble with this story because something's going to happen later down the line.
She's never going to come across as on TikTok.
I tell you what's going to happen. PT's man going to come next to us and he's going to say something like, did you do it for Valentine's Day? And she's going to be listening. I'll be like, oh no, me and my brother didn't get up too much. And then she'll be like, oh, it makes sense. It's Northern. You're lovers. You're not brothers. You're also in a band. What are you doing?
I would tell them straight. Just say, look.
Well, you can't say you're straight. That's an even bigger lie. You playing that? You just dig in.
If I was in this situation, as
Which
we are,
we are every morning.
My anxiety, my brain would be like, just carry on with it. But I think if you are going to see them more often, just tell them the truth. We're together.
Listen, you've got muddled up.
We're in a loving relationship.
Oh, she walks up to us dead lifted. Sorry, just to have a little word. Yes, my love. You've got a bit muddled up here. We're in a loving relationship.
We're not brothers. And we're not in a band.
Oh, no, I want to keep that going at least.
See, you may as well just carry on the whole story.
All right, then we'll carry on. We'll update you with her. We should call her...
Sandra.
Sandra?
Yeah, Sandra's good.
We'll keep her
Imagine name was Sandra.
We'll keep her identity covered even though we don't actually know her actual identity. So there we go. Well, so we should keep the story going.
Now you tell me.
It's working. I love it. Join us for episode 1. It's available now. Enjoy.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
How do we finish a podcast then?
Lasagna. No, I can't have lasagna.
Podcast life has just stopped and now we're back in the real world. Oh, you can't have lasagna because of the cheese and you'll be sitting on the toilet clutching at straws.
Clutching at straws, my tail heads.